And to be honest, I honestly 100% could not believe what we found there. Now, I'm going to show you the best, most useful, probably the most timely haul item I have ever found in my entire life, I would have to say. And it's from a Goodwill, believe it or not. Hey, it's Don. Today we're going to look at a few items I found at Goodwill. Now, I'm not a big thrift store person these days at all. If we're lucky, we go maybe once a month at the most, and we might hit two in the same day, and that's it for a while. We usually do it on a day off where, we're just out having fun. I never go these days hoping to find something. That's never in my daily routine, just because around here it's been just so hit and miss. There are a couple that we do tend to get some things at, and those are the 3 or 4 we go to, and that's it. The rest of them are just so bad these days, it's just not worth our time. But we were there the other day, and to be honest, I honestly 100% could not believe what we found there. Now, I'm going to show you the best, most useful, probably the most timely haul item I have ever found in my entire life, I would have to say. And it's from a Goodwill, believe it or not. There's a little story with it, but we're going to show you that in a few minutes here. Let me just show you the easy stuff, the easy money stuff right off the bat. Now, this one's pretty heavy. This is a number 2, has a 2 on it right there. As you can see, Goodwill, $8 is what I paid for this. I guarantee you I can get at least $45 for this without a problem. It has nothing wrong with it. I was really honestly hoping it had a maker's mark on it somewhere, but unfortunately not, at least that I can see anywhere. It's probably a locally made one. I've had many ones. We've got other Crocs. I've got a giant butter churn that we've had for 30 years or so. That one's pretty cool. I'll show you the pottery piece as well too. Now, I've had these before. There's a set of these, there's a picture in the whole thing. Hillbilly is what they're described as. Whatever term you want to use, that's what I've seen them in the books described. I've had these before. 20 or 24 bucks I got out of the last one. It was 99 cents, and on top of it, this one is Occupy Japan, so it's very easily dated. For 99 cents, it's a no-brainer. I don't mess with much of this, but for 99 cents, Occupy Japan, a Hillbilly handled jug, barrel, mug, this will do very well. I have no doubt whatsoever. I'll get the easier stuff out, as I said, and I've got a couple things sitting down here I'll have to pick up. Now, this was 99 cents. Department 56, I've had these before. 20, 25 bucks is what I got for the last ones. Now, I don't mind waiting, listing them for higher than everybody else and waiting, because they do sell. Again, I don't care if it takes a while to sell something. I've got one item here, which we'll show you at the very end. I got a bunch of it that's going to pay for itself 4 times over, so all of this is just pretty much free. And it's something that I have to use 100%, so I mean, it couldn't have been a better score at a Goodwill, believe it or not, for us anyway. Now, this one here, if you notice, it says the exhibition up here. This is from the Jurassic Park, I think the traveling exhibition, or one of those types of events. Now, these average 30 to 50 bucks depending on which platform they sell on. eBay has some up right now. I don't know if there's any sales history on these, but I've had these before. For 99 cents as well, I'm going to take the shot on it. I'm pretty much guaranteed I'll get some money out of it. I'm not going to put it in puzzles. It's going to be in movie collectibles because it'll do better. Now, somebody's going to say, well, you're going to have to put that thing together. That's going to take forever. It's a 1,000-piece puzzle. I've talked about this before. I never put puzzles together personally myself, nor do I have to pay anybody. I've used the same method for puzzles for 10 or 15 years. It works perfect. Again, I've got videos on it as well. I'm not going to go into all that detail, but the box is nice. It says it was all here with a little note inside, so I can't say, but it's going to be put together. It'll get listed in, in due time. It's a nice quality piece. The pieces are, in excellent condition inside. I always look before I buy something like that. Now let's get to the neatest piece out of historic items here that we got there. And this is one of my favorite pieces, favorite photo purchases I think I've made at a thrift store in probably 5-6 years, maybe even longer than that. And it's Goodwill too. There's their sticker down there. It might be upside down, but you get the gist of it. Now, this has no information as to what it is, where it's at, I should say. Now, this is from a very specific event, and there's some very specific information in here that allows me to positively ID this photo, and it will add a ton to the value for the $8 I spent on it. Now, we're going to discuss this probably in one of my groups as well, so if you want more details, I'll be going into in-depth on how to tell and figure out what this is and the whole type of works on that, because we run into photos all the time, and you know, figuring out what it is, where it's from is usually the hardest aspect. But that one's a super easy one, even though it doesn't say, there's no printing on the photo that says or anything else like that. Now, another item I got is this. Now, this may not look like much. It's a mat inside of a cheapo frame, and there's an actual hand-painted image here in the center. Now, this image is actually the master image for a cross stitch. This is the original painting that they used to design a cross stitch from a very well-known company that had been around for a long time. This was $7 there from the same place. At $7, I should easily be able to get 40, 45 for something like that. The photo I showed you before that, the double image photo from 1910, that's a couple $100 just because of what it's from. It's a multi-category interest beyond belief. It's got so many tie-ins for different genres, different niches to want that photo. I'll make some big money if or when I list it, for sure, without a doubt. It's pretty neat. I'm gonna hang on to it for a little while. I've never seen one like that, especially that size, especially for an Ohio company and the whole works. I've got local buyers that I could probably sell that in cash to, you know, for some of the collectors around here. There's a shoe business as well, locally, that has vintage shoe-related items on the wall. So there might be an in right there as well, too. It's somebody I've dealt with. He fixes my boots or fixed some other things before we've resold them in the past as well, too. Now, here is part of the haul as well, and this is the unbelievable part. In all of these years, I have personally never seen insulation rolls at a Goodwill or any thrift store that I can ever remember. Marky as well said the same thing. She never remembers anything along this line. And at this point, we're standing in my actual eBay building now, one half of it. I just bought property. We're actually doing insulation, and this is the exact size we're using here, R19, for our ceiling. Right size, right dimensions, right R factor. This is R13 for the walls, exactly what we're using for our 2x4 walls. It couldn't have come at a better time. And all of this, as well as another one, which I'll show you, we wanted to fluff it up to make sure that it's not damaged or anything else right away, because we had a 3-day return on it to Goodwill if there was something wrong or it was damaged and unusable. Now, I actually purchased, let's see here, I don't think it was this one. I purchased, geez, maybe it was one of the big ones here. I think maybe it's this one over here. Yeah, it's this one here. I purchased this one right here for 20 bucks. It was on the floor. And they had one of these, this small one here as well, on the floor for 15 bucks. This I wasn't as interested in as the large rolls because these are far more expensive. I'll show you the rolls we've been buying because I have one we just bought the day before I picked these up. Actually from, you know, Home Depot. These two were all that was on the floor. I bought that one at 20 bucks because I know what they cost. It's at least 3.5 times that to buy a full-fledged baling of them. I'm not sure exactly on these smaller rolls, but they cost a little more than buying the big bulk rolls, so it's probably even more than that. So I bought that one. The manager had to come up because the cashier at the time was locked out of, I don't know what the deal was. They were switching cashiers over and one was logged in. But anyway, the end of the story is she said, you know, we got some more of that. And I started to talk with her and she says, you know, we were going to decide on throwing it away or not because some of it, the wrapping was damaged and all. And she allowed me to come in the back. She showed me more rolls of it. I worked out a deal to even get this roll. So at the end of the day, all 8 rolls of this I got for 65 bucks. That's almost $400 worth of this, and something that I'm actually buying myself right now, full price, to do my office, my studio. This right here is actually my office. This is one of the rolls we actually unrolled to see, you can see the wrapping there. This is what we had been buying as well right here. It's the same stuff. The only difference is the rolls we just got from the Goodwill are a 1/4 of an inch thinner. But it's the exact same R factor, so it doesn't matter. We've actually bought some of the more expensive depending on where it's at in the building. So I've got some R21 going in a few spots as well where it's more or closer to the outside of the building. But anyway, so we've had to fluff this up. I actually unrolled some of it just to make sure. It's a steal for what I paid for it. Some of it's up actually already insulating. As you can see, we've got this room going off right here. I've got some right above me as well. So this was actually the perfect time to find this at a thrift store because I'm actually using it. I'm buying it right this minute. So it saved us an instant $300+ right off the bat. So anything else I bought is just extra gravy at this point because I really got all my money back and made a profit just from buying, you know, old insulation that was sitting in the back at Goodwill. And they said they were thinking about throwing it away because they didn't know how to take it out. People and kids would have ripped open the plastic and all sorts of things like that. And it was behind the counter where I saw it. And the only reason I saw it is, again, we were checking out. If I didn't buy anything, I probably wouldn't even have known the insulation was there. Well, there you have it. Hopefully you found it interesting. Hopefully it gave you some ideas, some thoughts. If you enjoyed the video, please hit that like button down below. You can also hit the bell icon to be notified if I post new content or go live. Subscribe and tell all your friends.
Here's Leggy with today's high fashion look.
I love you, Leggy.
Leggy Jill, Leggy Nan,
Leggy.
Leggy Kate, and Leggy Sue.
We love you true.
Leggy means high fashion with a kick.
Leggy.
Leggy means a dynamite look.
We love you, Leggy.
There's a kick in today's high fashion look with
Leggy Jill, Leggy Sue, Leggy Kate, and Nan too. We love you.
Leggy, 4 different dolls, each with their own costume, each sold separately.